So namaste and welcome. It's so lovely to be here with you all. I think it's gonna look like I'm looking to the left instead of straight ahead, but I'm getting used to this camera stuff. I'll try and adjust the angle a bit too. I wanted to take a few moments to just really tune in and connect with you all and share a bit about really opening to the space and the power and the magic of the multidimensional world. I wanted to talk a little bit about what it is like to come together in groups to do this and to really explore and to open into greater states of consciousness and space. And just talk a little bit really about awakening into the power and the space of the magic and the wonder and the light and the energy that is available to us in each and every moment. Most of you know me, and if you don't, my name's Azrael. I'm really new at these live videos, so I can't start over, which is good. And I will definitely do my best to be as clear and as open as possible. So where do I want to start? I think I want to start with just this place of going deeper and this place of opening into what is beyond our physical and what is beyond our mental and emotional layers and our emotional being. We're going into and opening into a space of great awakening and great evolution in our world today. And it's not about looking outwards for this evolution or for whoever's going to come and fix it or make it better. It's truly about us doing the work and coming into the work in our own way and in our own accord. And I would say almost like owning our superpowers, right? Opening to the powers of our own awareness and our greatest awareness and greater awareness. And one of the ways that we can do this, not just by slowing down and having a meditation practice or yoga practice or qigong practice, which is very, very helpful, but it's also in starting to pay attention and to open to our intuition and what is beyond what we might normally grasp or what we might normally move into. And so as I share that, what do I mean and how do we do that? A lot of it is, first of all, about just slowing down, about giving yourself permission to come into a place where you can soften, where you can relax, and where you can let go. As many of you know, I do these circles once a month. They're beautiful global circles, have lots of people, usually around 25 to 35 people in it from all over the world. And what we do is we come together in a place where we come to a space of deep relaxation. And when we come into these states of deep relaxation, we can really connect with and harness our intuitive abilities. And how do we do that? We start with our imagination. We open to the possibilities and the pure potential of what it would be like to imagine journeying beyond this physical world, journeying beyond this physical realm. And imagine opening into a greater experience and a greater gift of life and the textures of life. So let's just try it for a moment. Let's close our eyes and just take a moment and maybe take a few breaths. And don't even worry about doing this right or if your mind's busy or anything like that. Just give yourself permission to arrive in wherever you are in your day. And then I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart. You might even place your hands on your heart. And just take a moment there. And imagine that you could feel or sense a beautiful color in your heart. You might imagine the color pink or green. Or maybe you'd like to imagine a flower instead. And just take a moment and imagine this beautiful color or this beautiful flower, maybe a beautiful crystal that's blossoming inside you. releasing your hands at any time. And then taking a moment and imagining that this color, this flower, or this crystal was able to shine its light out into the world. Maybe think about someone right now that you love so much and that you just want to shine your love and your energy to. And as you shine this love and this energy into this space, sending this light or this crystalline energy or this space of the flower, maybe even imagining giving that flower to them. Just notice how that feels. Notice what that experience is like. And this is what working on these multidimensional levels is like. It starts with our imagination. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them at any time, but it's about coming into a state of grace where we let go of our story and we open into the power of the creative essence that's flowing through all of us. And whoever you gave that gift of love to right now, trust and know that they truly are receiving it in some way. And so we start with this imagination. We start by relaxing and then going into our imagination. And then as we work through the layers of the imagination or the layers of the space, we start to come into a deeper and deeper connection with our intuition. What we imagine starts to become what is true, or what is true can start to come through the filters of our imagination, whether it be in our vision, whether it be in our feeling or sensing, or whether it's something we hear or just know. And the beauty of this and the importance of this in the world today is that we are really part of a new birthing and a new story. And we're opening to remembering our gifts and bringing our gifts forward. And if we can tune in beyond our old patterns or beyond what our mind or our patterning or our culture even says we're here to do, we can own these powers of our superhero, right? And we can really make waves of light and waves of grounded energy that bring a lot of healing to the earth. Many of us are already awakened to our intuition, are awakened to our own energy. And so when we own it, it's sort of like we can be part of the weaving of what is to come, even if it's sort of already written, which on some level I believe it is, or it's already happening in some other reality. So that's sort of a little bit, I guess, about what I wanted to share. I hope it makes sense. And so I want to talk about these circles, the gathering of light circles that I do every month and hold every month. They are available to everybody. And they're really powerful circles, both of community and of nourishment and of deep connection, where we come together all over the world and then we open into the power of these multidimensional. We go on the journey into the subtle for each and every one of us. And as we open into this journey of the subtle energy or the journey of the space of what is beyond our mind, what is beyond our story, and step into the pureness of our consciousness, we can create waves of great healing and great transformation for so many beings, including ourselves. And so as I spoke a little bit earlier, what we do here is we come together in circle, we set an intention for ourselves at the beginning of circle, and then we go into a space where we lie down and where we really settle in and go into a deep state of surrender, working a lot with breath work and a lot with deep relaxation. And then we use the power of our imagination and our intuition to see what wants to come through for our group in the world today. And so anything can happen. I often tell the group that I'm the channel, I'm the voice for what wants to come through everybody. And so sometimes we're going out into outer space and we're really connecting with the stars and connecting with the energy. And then at other times we're going into the deep forest or the deep caverns beneath us and connecting with our ancestral lineage or the lineage of our ancestors. At other times, we are just really opening to the energy of the fairies or the dolphins or the light that wants to move through us. We work with sound, we work with mantra, we work with mudra, and we work with our chakra system. And yet we open to far beyond all of that. It's always a surprise what comes through. And yet it's always very, very powerful. It's an opportunity for us each to dive into our own knowing and to let go and to be guided into what wants to come through for us and for the world at that time. And so it's a beautiful way to open into our intuition without trying. It's a beautiful way to connect with others in global community. And it's a beautiful way to really nourish and deepen our nervous system and our experience of ourselves in our physical body. And so they're really wonderful. And I think if you're interested in this energy of opening to something bigger, I mean, it's sort of crazy, I'll be honest. We go all over the place, but it's also really exciting. It's sort of allowing our innate gifts to come online. And I think that's what this time is, and that we're all being invited to do and to open to. Yeah, so the multidimensional is in everything. It's all of consciousness. And one of the beautiful gifts of our human life is that we don't have to stay in our human body, right? And we don't just have to be like, oh, I want to get to enlightenment. It's one or the other. What's it like to play on these subtle levels that are all the levels and in between it all and part of it all? And yeah, we can do that every day in everything that we do. And we can also come together in groups where it's magnified and we can journey together, which is super beautiful and super powerful and, I don't know, super profound. So I think that's all, unless anyone that is live with us has any questions. If anyone watches this and has any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I'm so new to these live videos, and sometimes I feel like I go all over the place. So I hope this made some sort of sense and made you curious about maybe what's it like to imagine and what's it like to believe. And what's it like to open into this world where we can, dance with the crystals and open to the light energy and play with vibration and sound and not just open our hearts, but open our awareness to something that is just so, so, so much bigger. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. And our next gathering of light is next Tuesday. It's the third Tuesday every month, 4:30 Pacific time to 6. It's free or by donation. It's really about coming together in group circle and group connection. And I would love to have you with us if you're ever inspired. So much love and namaste.